OUBC changed my life because it gave me more confidence to be out at work. I knew I wanted to go into investment banking, but I really wasn't sure if I should or even if I could be out at work. Going to OUBC, however, I saw so many great examples of investment bankers who not only encouraged all of us to be out, but gave very personal examples and personal stories of how they navigated the coming out process and how that made them much more happy at work.
There are a lot of people in schools all over the nation that don't feel comfortable being out, and having a forum for them to discuss business issues while being LGBT is incredibly inspiring, I think, for a lot of students to know they can aspire to being successful and out.
I would say the conference so far has been fantastic. It's great to hear from leaders in the business world who identify as LGBT to see what their successes have been, but also hear their advice on how best to live our lives to further the cause of LGBT equality, but also just to bring our whole self to work and be able to live as an out professional.
The conference thus far has been really inspirational. The opportunity to be around over 200 other LGBT individuals who are seeking similar careers and come from similar backgrounds is just an unparalleled opportunity, and I'm really enjoying it so far.
The conference so far has been incredibly inspiring and validating. It really has just shown me that there are so many people who think the way I do and who are like I am, and that's so validating for me.
We've introduced some new sessions this year focused on intersectionality, for example, and how identifying as underrepresented minorities and also LGBT, how that intersection plays out in the workplace and also in personal life. And in a way, what we wanted to do was focus on these topics that are very often overshadowed in the LGBT context and bring it to life.
I'm really proud that there are a lot more females at this year's conference because we really went out of the way to recruit more women. And I'd like to think that all these representation allows younger lesbian and bisexual students that are identifying as female to come out to the event, come out in their communities and really take part.
This year, I think we have about 60 to 70 women, whereas when I attended, I think there was probably 10.
The more definitive, open, confident, and proud you are, the more you'll be accepted and respected by your colleagues.
I think that there's such a meritocracy in this business, especially in my firm, that it doesn't really matter, what your sexuality is, your gender, as long as you're doing well. But I do think that there is an added kind of fun element to the way you connect with different people on the floor as a gay woman.
I was able to, because I was out, have access to a community, our community, that I'd never thought of from a business perspective.
Being out has made me more successful for a couple different reasons. I think one, and most importantly, I can be authentic. We've done research at Out Leadership and prior that shows that if you're out at work, you're more successful because you connect to clients, you connect to your peers, and you can actually understand the corporate hierarchy. And for me personally, being out allowed me access to a network that I never would have had otherwise.
We talk about diversity, we embrace it, and we invest in it. Everybody knows that the #1 asset is people, and you want the best people, and the best people will come from different backgrounds. And so making the LGBT community welcoming and understand that this is an area where they can really be successful and realize their potential, be their true self, is what the industry needs to do and will continue to do because it's in the best interest of their clients.
For OUBC 2015, I'm absolutely the most excited about how diverse the class is. We have representation from all sorts of different groups of people. Mostly I'm excited for how strong the community of the class of 2015 is going to be.